Hello, we are the Dream Team, and our project is called Would You Drink That? By Madeline Hefty, Elizabeth Cavalli, Huang Toch, and Kimberly Perez.
Hello, we are the Dream Team. We attend Young Women's College Preparatory Academy in Houston, Texas.
Team roles: Madeline Hefty is the research manager, Elizabeth Cavalli is the project manager, Kimberly Perez is the project coordinator, and Huang Toch is the creative design lead. We assigned our roles by matching our strengths. Working with each other is great because we know each other very well, so we are always productive.
I am Madeline Hefty, and I am the research manager. Some of my strengths are being well-informed and energetic.
Elizabeth Cavalli, Project Manager. Elizabeth's qualities include leadership skills and working well with others.
Hello, my name is Kimberly Perez, and I am the project coordinator. I am very responsible and organized.
Hi, I'm Huang Toch, and I'm the creative design lead. My talents are being creative and artistic.
Our inspiration for Would You Drink That? The debate began with a simple question: Is tap water safe to drink? We questioned each other and our knowledge of bacteria, minerals, and parasites. As we continued our discussion, our curiosity grew, and so did our questions. Is normal, unpurified water safe to drink? And if not, what would be the best filter? When we discovered the STEAM Challenge opportunity that further advanced our understanding, we took it. This experiment is relevant because in big cities, the water quality isn't always the best. In Houston especially, seeing as we recently went through a boil water notice due to the freeze.
Water is very important to our survival. We cannot survive without water for at most 3 or 4 days. Clean, purified water is essential. So wouldn't you want to know which water filtration system works the best? In our project, we are testing out different water filters and purifier types to see which is the best and to find out if they're really worth the cost. You might face questions on using filters or purifiers, like, is this really safe, and is my water actually fully clean? Well, the Dream Team has all the answers for you in this project so that you could answer the question for yourself. Would you drink that?
Question and hypothesis. What type of water filter/purification leaves the least amount of unwanted and unsafe substances? The Dream Team hypothesized that the pumping straw filtration system would purify the water the best due to the filtration manually filters through the contaminants and because it has been statistically proven that it filters 99.9999% of bacteria, 99.9% of viruses, and 99.9% of protozoan parasites.
Variables. Our independent variable is the different types of purification methods. Our dependent variable is the amount of contaminants in the water that has been treated, and our controlled variable is the unfiltered or unpurified water.
The materials that we use for this project are Professional Personal Water Filter Straw, Aquamira Water Treatment, Coleman Drinking Water Purification Tablets, Verify Aqua Test Strips, MedLab Diagnostics Test Strips, 3 quarts of flowing river water, 2 18 fluid ounce cups, an 18 fluid ounce bottle, 1 2-quart bowl, 1 2-quart container with lid, 1 measuring cup, and paper, pencil, and scissors.
Test strips details. What does total hardness test for? Total hardness is a measure of calcium and magnesium contained in the water. High total hardness levels means that there are more minerals in the water. This can be dangerous to consume. What does total chlorine test for? This tests to see how much chlorine there is in the water. If the chlorine levels are high, this can mean that the water is cleaner because there's a large amount of chlorine which disinfects the water. What does free chlorine test for? The free chlorine test is to see the amount of chlorine that has not been yet combined with chlorinated water to sanitize contaminants. If water's free chlorine levels is low and it's combined with high chlorine levels, your pool isn't clean. The free chlorine neutralizes the chlorine. What does total bromine test for? Total bromine is the sum of free bromine combined with chlorine/bromine or a sanitization that the water has. What does pH test for? pH is a measure of how acidic/basic the water is, the relative amount of free hydrogen ions in the water. The closer the pH level is to 7, the more basic it is. What does alkalinity test for? Alkalinity is the capacity of water to resist acidification, and the basis to maintain a fairly stable pH level. High alkalinity is good for your water. What does cyrenic acid test for? Cyrenic acid is a chlorine stabilizer.
Observations before. When the flowing river water was first collected, we noticed that the water was transparent, but also rather murky. It was not as clear as water that has already been filtered, but it was also not completely muddy as we expected. The water has shown traces of sand and other sediments. After using the verified aqua strip, we found that it held 100 ppm in total, hardness 0 ppm in free chlorine bromine, 0 ppm in total chlorine, 30 to 50 ppm in cyanuric acid, 120 ppm in total alkalinity, and 8.4 pH, meaning that it was neutral rather than acidic. ppm stands for parts per million. We compared this to Osarka natural spring water. It showed 0 for total hardness, free chlorine bromine, total chlorine, cyanuric acid, and total alkalinity. It has a pH of 6.2.
Procedure before. To prepare for our experiment, we tested the unfiltered river water. First, gather the unfiltered river water, 1 18 fluid ounce cup, universal test paper pH strip, and MED lab diagnosis test strip. Secondly, pour 2 cups of unfiltered river water into the 18 fluid ounce cup. Third, dip the Verify Aqua test strips and MED lab diagnosis test strips into the water for 2 seconds. Fourth, unscrew the bottle from the Verify Aqua test strips and open the MED lab diagnosis test strips. Fifth, after waiting 30 seconds, record the data from the Verify Aqua test strips into the notebook with pencil. Sixth, after waiting 60 seconds, record the data from the MED lab diagnosis test strips into the notebook with pencil.
Procedure for Laffys personal filtration straw. Step 1. Gather unfiltered river water, 18 fluid ounce cup, 18 fluid ounce bottle, universal test paper pH strips, and MedLab diagnostics test strips. Step 2. Put 2 cups of the collected river water into an 18 fluid ounce bottle. For example, a Coca-Cola bottle or an Ozarka bottle. Step 3. Screw the filled bottle to the end of the Laffys personal filter straw. Step 4. Flip over the straw into the 18 fluid ounce cup. Make sure that the straw tip points into the cup and the base of the bottle is pointing upwards. Step 5. Wait for 20 minutes for the water to drop out of the filtration straw and into a container. Step 6. Unscrew the bottle from the Laffys personal filter straw and open the MedLab diagnostics test strips along with the unscrewing of the Verify Aqua test strips. Step 7. After waiting for 30 seconds, record the data from the Verify Aqua test strips into the notebook with a pencil. Step 8. After waiting for 60 seconds, record the data from the MedLab diagnostics test strips into a notebook with a pencil.
Science behind the Fusi personal water filter. This product is a mechanical filtration. With mechanical filtrations, the filter physically separates and removes any solids or waste. When you suck on the straw, you force the water through its hollow fibers, which has holes less than 0.2 microns across. Any dirt, bacteria, or parasites are trapped inside the fibers, and then the clean water passes through. This product is generally inexpensive, easy to use, and highly effective. This product claims that it removes just about all pathogens, 99.999% of bacteria, 99.99% of viruses, and 99.9% of protozoan parasites from the unfiltered and dirty water poured through the straw. This product also goes through a 4-stage filtration. Stage 1 is a pre-filter stage which prevents the large sediments to go through the straw. The second stage is called the unfiltration stage. This removes all impurities. Stage 3 is called activated carbon stage, and in this stage it removes the heavy metal substances. The last stage is called antibacterial particles, and this removes odors and enhances the water taste.
Observations after the Fusi personal filtration straw. When step 7 of the procedure was over, we noticed there was an astronomical change. It was much clearer and held no traces of sand or other visible sediments. There was no scent but did have a dusty aftertaste. After using the verified aqua strip, we found that it held 250 ppm in total hardness, 0 ppm in free chlorine, bromine, 0 ppm in total chlorine, 0 ppm in cyanuric acid, 40 ppm in total alkalinity, and 6.8 pH, meaning that it was neutral rather than acidic.
Here's the images of the Laffys personal filtration straw.
Procedure for Aquamira water treatment. Step 1. Gather unfiltered river water, Aquamira water treatment, 2-quart bowl, 2 quarts measured by measuring cup, universal test paper pH strips, and MedLab diagnostics test strips. Step 2. Disinfect the water storage treatment lid and bowl. Step 3. Place 7 drops of each Part A and Part B in the cap that is included. Step 4. Let the mixture sit for 5 minutes. Step 5. Fill the clean container with 1 liter/quart as well as the mixture from the cap. Step 6. Shake or stir and let the water stand for 15 minutes, 30 if cold or turbid. In this experiment, we waited 30 minutes before following Step 7. Step 7. Unscrew the bottle from the Verify Aqua test strips and open the MedLab Diagnostics test strips. Step 8. After waiting 30 seconds, record the data from the Verify Aqua test strips into the notebook with pencil. Step 9. After waiting 60 seconds, record the data from the MedLab Diagnostics test strips into the notebook with a pencil.
Aquamira water treatment chlorine dioxide. Aquamira water treatment chlorine dioxide is superior to most filters because of its use of chlorine dioxide instead of iodine. Unlike iodine, chlorine dioxide does not leave a dreadful aftertaste and discoloration to the water. The Aquamira water treatment chlorine dioxide is acid of iodine and chlorine. The way it works is by releasing a highly active form of oxygen, Nansen oxygen. Nansen oxygen is a power oxidant that has robust germicide agent. Unlike halogen chemicals like iodine and free chlorine, household bleach, chlorine dioxide is completely safe and does not leave a potentially harmful byproduct. Chlorine dioxide has a greater pathogen killing strength than other oxidants like iodine. The Aquamira water treatment dioxide kills bacteria while enhancing the taste of the treated water. It can also clean up to 30 gallons and is recommended by the CDC, Center for Disease Control and Prevention. The CDC claims that Aquamira water treatment chlorine dioxide is the most comprehensive water treatment.
Observations: Aquamira water treatment chlorine dioxide. After using the Aquamira droplets, we noticed a change in the water. It became clear, but it still had a little cloudy tint to it. It definitely was an improvement from the original unfiltered water, but it was not as clear as the already filtered water. It had no distinct scent. The water did not have a chemical taste to it, but it did taste similar to the water filtration straw. By using the verified strip, we noticed that it had 100 ppm in hardness, 0 ppm unfree chlorine, bromine, 0 ppm in total chlorine, 0 ppm in cyanuric acid, 80 ppm in total alkalinity, 6.8 pH. This is similar to the filtration straw, except for it having an 80 in total alkalinity instead of 40, and for the 100 in hardness instead of 250.
Here are some experimental images of the Aquamira water treatment chlorine dioxide.
Procedure for Coleman drinking water purification tablets. Step 1. Gather unfiltered water, Coleman drinking water purification tablets in 2-quart container with lid, 2 quarts measured by measuring cup. Step 2. Pour 1 quart of flowing river water into the container. Step 3. Add 2 tablets of Coleman drinking water tablets, which is the bottle with the white lid. Step 4. Loosely close lid cap to allow leakage. Step 5. Wait 5 minutes. Step 6. Shake container to allow the screw threads to become moistened, then tighten cap. Step 7. Wait 30 minutes. Step 8. Open the Coleman PA plus the bottle with the yellow lid and put 2 tablets into the water. Step 9. Wait 3 minutes and shake. Step 10. Unscrew the bottle from the Verify Aqua test strips and open the MedLab Diagnostics test strips. Step 11. After waiting 30 seconds, record the data from the Verify Aqua test strips into the notebook with pencil. Step 12. After waiting 30 seconds, record the data from the Verify Aqua test strips into the notebook with a pencil.
Coleman Drinking Water Purification Tablets. The Coleman Drinking Water Purification Tablets are 16.7% tetraglynine hydropyridite and 83.3% other ingredient. Each tablet contains 6.68% titratable iodine. Titratable iodine is a germicide and antiseptic. Titratable iodine helps reduce bacteria found in the water. Tetraglynine hydropyridite contains iodine, but it cleans contaminated water by releasing 8 mg free iodine.
Observations after drinking water purification tablets. After we finished the procedure, we discovered a change in the water's appearance. It was clearer, but it looked similar to the Aquamira droplets, but only slightly worse. The liquid also smelled strongly of chemicals. It tasted like it was purified or processed, but the taste wasn't very strong. We used the Verify Aqua test strips and found that it scored a 0 ppm in total hardness, 0 ppm in free chlorine, bromine, 0 ppm in total chlorine, 0 ppm in cyanuric acid, 40 ppm in total alkalinity, and a 6.5 pH.
Here are some experimental images of the drinking water purification tablets.
Comparison. This slide is used to compare the data between the three purifications. The first one is for the unfiltered flowing water. The second is for the Aquamira droplets. The third is for the filtration straw. And the fourth is the Coleman tablets. Fluoride in water actually reduces your chances of teeth decay because it protects the teeth. The hardness tests a measure of calcium and magnesium inside your water. Copper, aluminum, and sulfate are all things you want to avoid seeing in your water. You would want the pH level to be more than or equal to 7, so it's less acidic and more basic. Alkalinity is the capacity of water to resist acidification and bases to maintain a fairly stable pH level. Cyanuric acid is used as an alternative chlorine source. Conclusion. The professional personal water filtration straw is the best water purifier, taste and data-wise. The manual straw filter/purifier leaves the least amount of unwanted and unsafe substances. We conclude the professional personal water filtration straw is the best treatment to unfiltered water.
Here are the citations and links of the websites that we used to research and conduct this experiment.
The members of the Dream Team, Madeline Hefty, Elizabeth Cavalli, Wang Toch, and Kimberly Perez, would like to thank you for listening and viewing our Would You Drink That presentation. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Bye!